of Albertans agree with the statement, my province would be better off if it's separated from Canada. So that's a direct quote from the good old government of Alberta. 2019, that number was released. 33% of people polled of Albertans agree with the statement, my province would be better off if it's separated from Canada. And the real kicker is that that number is up from 25% just over a year ago. And the last time this survey was done was back in 2019. Well, here's a news flash. It's 2022. So you guys are way out to lunch. Not only do I know, I guarantee I could get a poll with X amount of results and guarantee that that number is far higher than 33%. And I know a referendum is inevitable. It's going to happen because it's asking Albertans a question for themselves. You decide. You decide for yourself. Do you want to leave? Do you want to stay? What do you want to do? You know, it's time to really ask that hard question. And I don't know any people group in Alberta that is looking at their lives as adults and saying, yeah, I want this for my kid. No, they want better for their children, better for their grandchildren. And it only makes sense that we stand up, we rise up, and we vote our values. So vote yes for the referendum. I'm with you, Greg. 100%.
Hey, Val. Andre, I'm going to kick a question to you just in 2 seconds here. The question is, Andre, what would you say to folks in Alberta, being a former Quebecer, if they have the opportunity to keep that in your mind here? But I wanted to just touch base on your number there, Val, the 33%, because I heard that number. There's a couple of numbers going around out there right now, and I haven't really sourced them, but I would interject this. I believe even if it's 33% from 2019, the question I would have is after registered Alberta voters are educated on the subject, meaning they know all of the benefits and all of the detractions. I know there's scores of benefits, but educated, I can even envision kind of a short seminar kind of thing, really just on pure education. What would that number be? And my contention is of those 33%, well, maybe even a couple of years evolution, they're probably going to jump from that after the COVID lockdowns and the bank account closures and the convoy issue and stuff. So I think it's higher than 33% just in time. But after full education, my full belief is Alberta will there'll be a 60% or higher vote yes on Alberta 51, Alberta USA referendum, provided all of the registered voters are educated on the subject. Simple, just educated like we would go to school to find out. My guess is there's going to be between 800,000 and 900,000 voters in a prospective referendum that you need, or like votes that you need to get those kind of numbers. So, and again, if anyone does want as much information as they can get, education-wise, I highly recommend the Facebook 51 group, and you know about them, Val. It's the 51st statehood U.S. state movement on Facebook. And also, I will say, I have written and done so much documentation on it on the trending section of my website, gregmeakin.com, including, you remember this, Val, a real long Q&A as far as laying out the facts and the guidelines of at least advantages and disadvantages of Alberta 51. So whether it's the Alberta 51 Facebook group, whether it's my website and reading through a lot of the Alberta 51 stuff, or indeed staying tuned to Val Olson News, because Val, you'll be the first to say if there were a Guinness Book record for number one research documented investigative journalism drilled down person about Alberta 51, Alberta USA, that would be Val Olson. So do educate yourself, do vote yes in the referendum. And I kick that over to Andre. What do you now, as a brand new dual citizen, say to folks in Alberta who might have that option? And again, being a Quebec referendum guy.